You like her ear? He's so funny, Tips. It's that time again.
Morning.
And it's that place again.
The Keil family vlog. And it is snowing outside right now, guys. And instead of putting the chupa down to sleep on his bed like normal, we put him in the living room. And Nat and I told Nat I needed to sort some stuff. Because here's the thing.
And I was so excited when he said that. I was like, yes! Organizing.
I have all these like shirts that for a long time I wore, and up until even 2 years ago I wore intermittently, and because I had them so long and wore them so long I kept being like, oh, I still wear this. And it's just been like the past few months I realized I don't wear a whole crap ton of this anymore, so I want to get rid of it.
Crap ton.
Crap
How
ton.
much is a crap ton? Is that a new measurement? Standard metric crap ton?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a poop ton, but...
Ew.
Hey, if I vlog like this, can you see me, or is
No,
it too...
you're like in the shadow.
Oh, dang it. Sorry about that clip, yo. I'll keep the light behind me in for future references.
Okay, for those of you that think it's kind of pitiful how excited I was to organize something with Sean, I have to tell you, I'm one of those women that I really like organizing, and like I'm a little OCD about it. It's very managerial of me, and I realize that. Okay. But it's a habit that I get from my dad. My dad's like really clean. He's a very clean person, and I think that rubbed off on me. And so I'm always the one that's like randomly cleaning something in the middle of the day, even if I don't have to. I'll clean if I get bored. It's really sad. It's really sad. But anyway, so when Sean says, oh, let's go sort our clothes together, I'm like, this is awesome. This is gonna be awesome.
I didn't you invited yourself. I said I'm sorting my clothes, and she was like, yes, I'm coming.
Yeah, I got
She's
really
always
excited.
welcome.
It's just funny though, because you know, some chicks are out there and they're like, oh, I really like those hot firefighter calendars. But I would just want a calendar full of Sean saying things like, don't worry, honey, I'll do the dishes tonight. And hey, I thought we could go organize the hall closet. That would be my calendar.
You just wait. I'll make that calendar for her and we'll sell it on our store.
Yes.
Okay, so look, we've got 2 stacks of things here. These stacks were both hanging up here. Look at how much room I have. This isn't even like packed tight. I mean, there's definitely some clothes there, but it's not tight or anything.
Oh, I haven't gone through
It was
mine
all the
yet.
way like
Darn.
all these hangers. Whoosh.
Yeah, he took up way more. Okay, let's make
Hey,
this clear.
that's the halfway mark right there.
And this is the afterward. See, you're
Yeah, I was just...
I only have a little. You have like this much right now. But what I'm saying is that Sean has like twice as many clothes as me. Okay, I am the girl, and Sean has like twice as many clothes as me. It's so funny. Our whole relationship, he's been like that.
I have to have twice as many clothes
He
because
also looks
guess
really
who
good.
wears... No. Guess who wears my clothes 90% of the time? No joke.
It's not that bad.
Who wears my clothes more, you or me? She wears my clothes more
Okay,
than I
but
wear my
today
clothes.
he took my pants. He like slept in them or something. So I said, "Fine, I'm gonna take your pants." So
Okay.
now I'm wearing his.
Yeah, you're wearing my pants. You're wearing my my.
No, this one's mine. Remember?
Oh, that one is yours.
Yours is
Okay,
the black
okay,
one.
okay. She's right.
What a hoe.
She's right. Today she's only wearing my pants. But part of the reason that we have this pair of pants is because that I'm wearing that are hers. They're hers. Is because we were buying them and we needed extra to make sure that we could have enough in our closet. Because if I just bought like 2 pairs, she would have worn them instead of me. Because we both have the same pair. I do have more clothes than her, but she wears my clothes constantly. You wear my shirts probably 5 out of 7 days of the week.
What's it to you?
About $5.
No.
worth a try. This stack of stuff is all stuff. Some of this needs to be mended. I don't do a lot of mending, but there are like 3 things that I really like. Then we've got stuff like the old scout uniforms that honestly, I'm not going to do anything with scouts for a while. At best, Tiberius is 1. So I've got a bunch of those like just sentimental types of things.
Sean is saying that because he's actually an Eagle Scout.
I am an Eagle Scout. I think what I'm going to do is I put all the sentimental stuff together. I've got an idea for a project down the road. I don't have time to do it right now that I can do with it. I'm really leery about saving stuff up for future progress. For future progress?
Projects.
For future...
Projects.
Okay.
You do stuff like that. Sometimes I don't edit it out.
I'm not great at vlogging. It's more that Natalie's good at editing. So I've put the sentimental stuff together. I don't usually like to save stuff up for future projects because in my experience it just sits there and takes up space and time and I never get to it. So I'm pretty harsh. I tend to just get rid of stuff. But I have some shirts that I'm just like, okay, I don't wear it anymore, but I can't get rid of it. So we are going to save those, and I think I have an idea of something that I will complete. And this stuff is mainly I'll do a double click sort and check with Nat, make sure there's nothing in there she loves or whatever. So this pile is basically all just to get rid of stuff. There are a couple things in here that may not. I pulled stuff out kind of by the hanger full, so I just need to double check and make sure that everything is... I already see something else in there that I'm not supposed to get rid of. There's that. I'm also going to go through...
I'm actually pulling out a lot more of this than I expected I would.
Yeah. I'm also going through the winter stuff up here because there's stuff I didn't even use. And then I'm going through my shelf down there.
I am partly the same way as Sean with some of these clothes. Like this jacket here. I really love this jacket. This is one of the few times that my dad bought me like a nice top that I really liked. And... I love this jacket, but it just doesn't fit me right anymore. And it hasn't fit me right in like probably more than 2 years now. And I've just been hanging on to it because of sentiment, because I really like it. But it just doesn't fit me right. And I don't know that it's going to fit me right again because it doesn't fit my forearms. I know that's weird, but it's like my forearms have gotten more muscular or something, and it just feels tight.
A baby around for the past year?
Well, yeah, I guess it could be carrying tips. Well, for at least the last year, because it hasn't fit right before then too. But I actually think I bulked up just a bit when Sean and I had that really heavy parkour training spree. This was back in 2012, 2013. And we were both like in really good shape, and Sean was super buff and like kind of ripped. And
I'm beautiful still.
He's still beautiful, yes, him and his dad bod, and me and my mom bod. But I was in a lot better shape too, but anyway, this shirt, I've had this shirt since like early high school. I remember that I got it in high school. I love this shirt, but again, it just doesn't fit me right.
Now, I was just talking about how we kind of feel like we're going through a transition of like, you know, we have a kid now and we're living somewhere we enjoy and our priorities have changed. And as part of that, we're getting rid of a lot of stuff. And this started probably right before Tibbs, but it's kind of culminating recently. And I mean,
it's so exciting.
It's exciting.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like our lives are changing a bit, but it's like a welcome change.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's enjoyable.
Progressing, moving forward with life. We're probably going to, over the next year or two, change out a bunch of stuff like furniture and things like that as well, slowly. But
see, that's what I'm excited for. Sean and I were both saying, like, we both kind of hate shopping. Sean used to like shopping, but like this past while, like since we've been together, neither of us likes shopping. We don't go shopping just for fun or anything like that. And this is like the only type of shopping that I'm actually looking forward to because we're buying stuff for our new like chapter of life. Like Sean said, like we were gonna start replacing all of our furniture, all of our kitchen stuff, all of our clothes. It's just gonna be slow over time, but it's like It's fun
Yeah.
to start, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're younger and you're putting together life, you're just kind of throwing it together, and then at some point in time you realize,
Yeah.
okay, it's time to, we have these random dressers that we got here, and we have this that we got here, and this that we got here, but now we actually want to build our home a little bit more, and it's fun to get to that point. So yeah.
I agree. It's like our lives have felt a little like hodgepodge. Like young, almost like newlywed, where it's like, you have some things from this person and some things from this person, and now you're married. And it's all just kind of like mixed at first. Mm-hmm. And now it's like we're getting our own stuff like as a couple. It's not some of this stuff is mine and some of this is Sean's, and like all hodgepodge.
Yeah, I guess I feel like a lot of our furniture is ours.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is not everything is, and so it would be nice to replace some of the things, like all of our kitchen stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it comes from you, some of it comes from me. It's just like very
some of it comes from Eric.
mismatched. Yeah.
Eric got us half our kitchen.
Yeah, he did.
Just because he was like, "I'm gonna replace my kitchen. You want this?" And we're like, "Sure."
At the time, we were like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of hard things, this hat right here, I used to wear this a lot, and I used to feel like I looked good in it, and I don't know how I wore it because now I can't put it on, and I put it on.
It either. It's too fat on the sides.
Exactly. It does. It's like maybe my head has changed shape. Maybe maybe I had an overinflated sense of ego when I was younger and thought I looked good in things that I didn't. Now I just realize I'm a little ugly. I should put on things that flatter this face.
You're not ugly. I think that's an ugly hat, though. I don't think you're ugly. Okay. Look at these blue eyes, folks. I married him for those.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, it's hard to get rid of because, I remember taking Natalie on dates in this hat, but
yeah.
I've kind of become fairly merciless, so it's time to go.
There's a shirt down here that used to be my sister's. It's a really
shirt.
old shirt.
I didn't know that was your sister's, but
yeah, and I
used to wear that a lot.
Like on Sundays all the time, and now it just doesn't fit me right. It's the same thing. It's like my arms are too big now, like muscular or something. But it's like I have to let it go.
It's sad to get rid of a few things, but you can have some of mine.
Okay.
But at the same time, there's that feeling of, oh, look at the space in my life I'm clearing up so that I can fill it up with other things.
This dress, my family might remember. It's more sentimental to me, but this was my 10th grade homecoming dress, and this is one of my favorite dresses I have ever had, ever. I love this stupid dress, and I hate dresses. So what's up with that? But I just think this dress is really pretty for some reason. I love it. I got it in 10th grade, but then I wore it again at my senior, basically spring concert for choir. It's called Shindig. And I wore it then too, and it is so sentimental to me. It's stupidly sentimental, right? But I don't wear spaghetti straps anymore, really. And it's kind of short. I wouldn't wear it now without leggings. I don't really like to show my legs that much. I don't know. I'm more like a below knee length type of girl. But this one comes above my knees, and I just don't really do that anymore. So I think it might be time to say goodbye. I just realized I have to keep that dress. You know why, Sean?
Why?
That's the dress that I took on our honeymoon in New York.
Oh, yeah.
And we went to see Mamma Mia on Broadway. So I think I have to keep it because now I have a memory with Sean, because it was with me through a lot of weird high school times. Come on, just admit it, everybody. High school was a strange time, okay? If you can't admit it, I hope you get there someday. But because it was just weird. I just had weird sentiment over it, my teenage years. Ugh. I don't miss that. It's oh, but wait, now I have a really good memory about it with Sean. And I think a honeymoon moment might be special enough to justify keeping it. This dress, I think it's time to say goodbye to this little friend. This is a dress I wore at my friend Caroline's wedding. Hi Caroline, I love you. But the funny thing is, it didn't fit me right even from the time I bought it. Like, I remember buying it and thinking, this doesn't fit me exactly right, but I need this color and this style for the wedding. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I got it, and I do like it, but it just doesn't fit me right around the waist. It has a tie in the back. See right there? It has a tie in the back. And that's tied as it will go. And it's still not tight enough for me. So, something funny. Sean goes, oh, that dress? I never liked that dress. So it's voted off the island.
Well, I mean, honestly, it makes her look wide.
Yeah, it's not flattering
Even
at
when
all.
she, like, was in really good shape, made her look wide, so...
Yeah. Adios.
Goodbye.
It's funny because I just noticed that I actually, going through all my clothes, I haven't stopped and looked through every single like pair of clothing or piece of clothing I have in a long time. And I saw some stuff in here that I was like, oh yeah, I really like that. I just haven't seen it in a while, and that's why I haven't worn it. Like that's what this dress is for me. Like, I love wearing that dress. I usually wear like a what are they called, like a dress sweater or whatever with it, but I love that dress. That was one of my only impulse buys I've ever made. It was $10 at the grocery store. And it was in New York.
Yep.
And it was so random because it was in a grocery store, like where you just go for food, right? They didn't have like, they had like a tiny section of clothing.
I want to buy this dress, and I was like, those aren't words I know generally hear Natalie say, so we bought the dress, and she wore it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so true, though. I never make impulse buys on clothing like that, and it was just so funny. I was like, I'm getting that dress, and I just knew it, and I have loved that dress ever since. And it also worked with me when I was pregnant with Tibbs.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the few dresses I could wear the whole time I was pregnant with Tibbs, so that's another reason I like it.
Do you see the fan?
Little Tibbs, what do you think?
There's a fan.
Hello, good morning.
Fan.
He just woke up from a nap. I was just telling Sean, I was thinking about dinner because it's like mid-afternoon now. I feel like lately I've actually been stuck in a bit of a rut with my cooking. And it's like, it's probably a little more obvious, like if I would go back and watch the vlog more often, I feel. But I feel like I've been cooking the same handful to 10 recipes for a long time now. What are you doing?
I yawn.
Anyway.
It sticks as a chupa in my mouth.
So, he did that to me the other day. That's funny. I think I either want to look up a new recipe that I have never tried, and I want to look at it together and decide that we want to try it and then go get this stuff from the grocery store from it. Or I want to do like, I don't know, something take and bake kind of to go type of food. I don't know that we can go out and eat just because of budget, and Sean's food allergies usually makes it so it's not worth it. But I want to do something different for dinner. I realized something about myself sorting through all this, and I feel like a bad person, but I realized that I don't like it when people buy me clothing or make me clothing. I feel so awful saying that and admitting that, but I don't like it when other people buy me clothing or make me clothing. I've noticed that there's a lot of stuff down here in this pile that was either bought for me or given to me. I just don't like it. I have a very specific style, and I feel like when I can go out and buy it myself and make sure that every piece of clothing is something that I really like, that my wardrobe will change drastically. Because right now it's this hodgepodge of somebody bought me this when I was young, bought me this, bought me this, bought me this, made me this, etc. Christmas stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I just feel like my wardrobe will be so different when I can choose all of it myself. I'm kind of looking forward to it. But no offense, and thank you, and I love you to everybody whoever did nice things for me with clothes. Okay, goodbye. Wait, I can't handle the cute. Just tie your little Pokeballs.
This Pikachu hat is one of the few hats I ever gave Nat that she actually wore.
You don't want it?
It's got pins on the back, but she says that she's going to give it to Tibbs.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I would still occasionally wear it, but I don't wear it to keep my head warm.
Yeah.
Like, I wear it because of the way it looks, so a lot of times
You're not a teenager that wears Pikachu everywhere anymore?
I know. No, that is weird because a lot of my wardrobe is like leftover or reminiscent of like my younger adolescence, and it's just kind of weird to finally move on from some of that.
Yeah. Tibbs. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
What you see outside?
What do you see out there?
He
It's
loves
snowing.
outside.
Voila! Look at this. Look at this space. Like, there was like this much space when we started. And look at those hangers. What are we going to do with all those hangers? I have some stuff that I kept more out of necessity where it's like, oh, I need a couple shirts like this that I'll probably end up replacing. I got rid of a bunch of stuff that I'll probably need to replace. I was pretty harsh, like, just got rid of a lot of my clothing. So some of that I'm going to need to replace. And then there are a few things that it's like I kept, but like some of these shirts back here I'm going to want to like get rid of. But that can wait. I'll still use them, and then, you know, a couple months down the road or whenever I decide, we'll go get a few shirts and replace those. And look down here. I mean, I do have some laundry that needs to be done. I'll sort that later, but that is not a ton of clothing. Especially since I have, in my past lives, owned a lot of clothing. So yeah, I feel pretty good. Like, I feel like I accomplished something. Now I gotta get some work done online, but yeah, I am proud of that. And I'm not sure what to do with all of these hangers.
Something weird is happening around here. It's 4:30. The house is very quiet. I think Sean fell asleep. I don't know. He's been in the back working, but now he's like really quiet and he won't answer my text. Yes, I texted him from the other side of the house. But he didn't answer, which means he's probably asleep. Tibbs is down for a second nap. And the even weirder thing is that he slept through the night last night. Like, there was one time at 3 in the morning where he was like, as he was like rolling over and readjusting. And he was like back out. Like, I was so happy when I woke up, right? I was like, yeah, Tibbs, I'm so proud of you. You slept through the night. Of course, I didn't sleep through the night. But whatever, not that I'm expecting to anytime soon, that's for sure. But he slept through the night, and I was like, okay, good, this is the first day. I wonder if he'll do it again tonight, or if it'll be like every couple weeks, and then a couple days a week, and then more and more, and just kind of like go up from there. We'll find out. But what I want to know from you, those of you that have kids, that have little ones, how old were your kids when they started sleeping through the night? And also, what was your sleeping arrangement at that time? I am curious to know because, as you guys know, Tibbs sleeps right next to me. He has his own little mattress, but it's right next to mine, and so we sleep next to each other under separate blankets each night. So that's how we sleep. That being said, with both of them asleep, because you know, Tibbs has usually only been taking one shorter nap, so for him to take 2 longer ones is really weird. This is his second one. He's been asleep for an hour and a half on his second one. He slept for almost 2 hours on his first one, so I don't know if he's growing or what. But with all that extra time, I've like cleaned the whole house, okay? I still need to do the floors, which obviously I can't do that while they sleep or that would wake them up. But I cleaned the kitchen, I swept the floor, I loaded the dishwasher, I wiped off the counters, I cleaned the bathroom, I cleaned the counter, the toilet, the floors. I'm folding laundry. My living room is picked up and not full of blocks and Cheerios like it was. So I don't really know. I guess after I fold these clothes, I could go down and start another load, but it's kind of nice though because, you know, I enjoy cleaning. So today has felt like a good, productive day for me. But I do hope the boys wake up soon because I'm starting to get lonely, which is why I'm talking to the camera so much. So thanks for keeping me company, you guys. We're hanging out. I'm making dinner. Oh, you have a dirty face. He had peanut butter, okay? He really likes this little toothbrush. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks, Grandma and Grandpa. What do you see, son? He keeps looking. I swear he's looking at like 10 different things and like demanding to be taken or to have them or etc. Hi, Sean. How are you?
Good.
How was your nap?
It was good.
We missed you.
Yeah.
We meaning me, because I was all by myself. And because I was by myself, of course I cleaned the whole house. But I have to show you what I'm doing for dinner. I'm using all 4 burners. And yes, the honey jar is holding the pan like that. Because the bottom of it is not level, and it bugs me when the juice just goes to one side and then you have one dry piece and one wet piece. So anyway, chicken, rice, refried beans, and veggies. I'm so excited. I know that earlier I discussed like experimenting and doing something new with dinner, but then the boys both fell asleep and stayed asleep until like 5. And so now it's just time to cook. Because I need to get food in this boy before he starts getting fussy. Well, he's always fussy, but it's also always this like mild fussy, so it's a little more bearable. But anyway, I will be experimenting and doing new things for dinner in the next couple days. What are you moaning at?
You don't need Pepsi, bro.
He keeps pointing over at the Pepsi and like whining for it. You don't need Pepsi, son.
Who told you were gonna have Pepsi? It ain't gonna happen.
Okay, sometimes I let him hold a can, okay? And I think that he wants to hold a can, but still. I'm sorry, Tib Tib. Tibbs, do you love your Hecky?
He's so happy.
He's just cuddling his dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you love your Hecky. Good job.
Thank you for joining us today. Come back tomorrow if you liked it. Okay, subscribe and share. Good night.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.